Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. We're in, oh god, it's the Temple of Droplets. It's a frozen one. What? This floor is made of ice. Be careful not to fall and freeze your backside to the floor, Beta. That wasn't what I was worried about. That'd be a good little cheat, wouldn't it, if trying to dig just stopped you immediately. It pauses you, which I feel could be used for some sort of technique somehow. Right, so I can just push those blocks, that's good to know. Okay, let's get the shield ready, screw you. Hang on, I'll just cut the fuck out of these. Your magic is no good here. I got nothing for that. Damn it. Normally you get something. Alright, I'm seeing a floor I can open with sun pouring through it. That spells to me. Actually, I'm thinking about it. Is there a boss? There's something that's frozen beneath it. It's either a big chest. Well, I remember the boss of this dungeon. It's a giant Octorok. Oh, well, there we go. Will that be enough to melt the ice? Hey, the sunlight's shining through. Oh, I bet it'll melt that block. And I can get to that block by jumping through the hole I just made. And not agonising over that other block that was down there and is clearly an exit block only. So what are we thinking? Down and right? Yeah, I know. Not only do I know what the puzzle is, I've already solved the puzzle. Because I played Pokemon Gold, which is the great teacher of how to solve these puzzles. And obviously I disliked it at the time, but after learning how and forward planning, I actually enjoy ice block puzzles now. I'm quite good at them. I particularly enjoy it when some games let you cheat at them. Tales of Symphonia comes to mind. They had an ice block puzzle in that, but you could... The ice didn't affect you as well, making the puzzle significantly easier. They'll be dead. They won't survive the fall. Knew it. Oh, and obviously by saying that I'm good at ice block puzzles, I've made my life significantly more difficult in that now I will have to actually solve these all. If not first time, relatively first time. Normally with the earlier ones though, there'll be a certain logic to them, so you can't really cock it up. Alright. No. Okay. I know what to do. I'm pretty sure this is correct. Using like fast eye movements and possibly a mind palace. I want to say I've got this correct. I don't want to jinx it until I've done it though. Oh yes. Work for me, baby. Nice. So I got the big key already. I love it when they mix it up and they give you things in a weird, just in a weird order like that. Right. Can I leave this place? Yes, of course. I can just close that. For some reason, I thought that I had opened that, even though I remember falling down it. Because I pushed these down it and remarked that they wouldn't survive the fall. Not 2 minutes ago did all that occur. Right, just run. That's getting more aggressive, isn't it? They never threw two at me before. It was one at a time the first time. Okay, behold, the big boss. Yeah. Alright, fuck you then. The size of that bastard. I'd have to be 3% larger. Oh look. Well done, Beta. This looks to be the element, alright. But what we'll do, can't even touch it while it's trapped in that ice. Need to melt it off. Okay, good. It doesn't do me damage. Right. It seems to me that melting the ice is going to have a negative impact on my general well-being. Just from the rough situation I'm seeing there. Okay. Okay. There's only one door to go through. Fuck you and your weird pots. With nothing in them. That's the bit that stings the most. Okay. Oh. Treasure. Map. Yeah. I love stuff like that. Just a little guess of what something will be. Doesn't matter if you get it wrong, but there's just a sweet joy when you get it right. Yeah, I don't know how long I can stay underwater for. Fair amount of time then, so I haven't got to time it too aggressively. Apparently, every waterfall just rife with money. Do I want to go back this way? I don't think I do. But it can't hurt. Alright, so there's some bugs there. Weirdly, oh right, I can't actually get across that, that's why. It's quite hard to see on my screen because of the weird brightness I'm dealing with, but there are shallows and not shallows around. Come to me, mushroom. Come full stretch to me. Bridge? Oh no, obviously it's just that. So you can go one way on them. You can jump off, but you can't get on. Alright, just get under this. Yep. And you. The way forward is hidden in the bottom of the pot. Feels like that was written by a bit of a stoner. Okay, well that's clearly the bottom of the pot. So I guess the way forward is hidden in this area. Oh, it's a key. That's annoying. I was hoping it'd be like a sub-basement. Because the place to use the key was... It felt like miles back. I had to climb up here. God, he's slow at that. And then... When there are two places I could use a key, I seem to recall. Which means one of them is incorrect. Although probably you want to go through both of them anyway, don't you? Take the closest one. Fuck you, bugs. Ah, it was just the same door from different angles. You can climb on the lily pads. That's the key thing there. They don't take damage, do they? I'm thinking of... I feel like there's something in Wind Waker where something like this can degrade, but I think it might be those big balls. Oh, you ride this down the waterfall, don't you? Yeah, the fact that there's a waterfall means there must be a flow of water here, and it's not just stagnant water. Which, why have I got to push the lily pad around? Surely the rapids, the tides or whatever would do that for me. So that's done. Did that perfectly, didn't I? It's because, right, I'll tell you for what. I was thinking about how I was going to solve it as I was coming up to it. I was planning ahead of time, which, if you're a student, is not a concept you're really aware of. But as you become an adult, it's the key to success, is planning ahead a certain amount. Not too much, just a certain amount. Okay, so we fought one of these guys before, only we did it on the dry land. Dry land is not a myth. Oh, I can hold the bow. Can't hop though. Get out of there, Link! Get out of there! Alright, you can't hurt them when they're red. Come at me. Oh, perfect. He just turned and looked at it. Wait, do I have to hit the... Am I supposed to hit his heart? Or does just doing the damage enough? Ah, shit, I can't remember. I think I have to hit him in the heart, don't I? Yeah. If I just keep slashing, he'll just push me away. Yeah, that technique's not great. So I need to make sure I hit him in such a place that I can quickly get to the heart. I should be able to do him in, yeah. I remember them not being that hard of a fight. Actually, can I suck these off? I reckon I can. I mean, there's no point, but there might be something hidden behind one. Normally when that's the case though, you can kind of see the thing that's hidden, but now that I've started, I might as well finish. Also, fuck spiders, just in general. I've got greatest thing ever, right? Hung up in my kitchen, I've got strips of like fly paper for catching flies. Compass, yep. But it's not like normally those strips are like that big and they're like sort of spindly. I've got like industrial shit like you'd put in like a dairy farm, so it's that wide, and like there's 5 meters of the stuff. But I've got that up, and it catches flies alright. But I've got a spider in it, which is like I've caught a spider in my web. Is what has essentially happened there. And you know, if you take that on its own as a soundbite, it does look like I've jizzed on a spider. I want to go up, don't I? I came from the left. Okay, couple of options here. Got to hold on to this lily pad for dear life, quite clearly. It's my lifeblood. I'm going to swim ahead, actually. That's the sensible thing to do. Definitely. Nope, nothing hidden here. Thought that was an almost certainty. Well, I might as well take the pad with me now. So I'll probably want it whatever comes. Get off my lily pad! You're not welcome. Maybe I'm wasting my time though. It's not that slow though, is it? Once you get a bit of speed built up, you can motor. It's all about cornering as well. There you go. I'll leave that there. Oh, I need it to get on the ice. I'll leave it there. Right. I think I'm going to need to get an ice block on this. Yeah. Okay. Now, the real trick to solving these ice puzzles is to work backwards. Because there's never ambiguity in the route. If you work forwards, you can go in any direction. But if you work backwards, there's normally only one direction it will work in. That's the only secret. So I need to get a block to land on there. So this is the route it has to take. From there, it has to go to there. To get to here, it has to come from here. So yeah, I've already got the solution in my head. This will work. Easy, easy. There is probably a version of events where I could have pushed it left there and like stacked all the blocks up on that block at the end. I think they might have thrown that in as a red herring. One of the great risks if you try and solve it forwards. It's the difference between a top-down and a bottom-up approach. That was a top-down approach. You started from the top, from the answer. Did Link just black up? Did they just throw shit on me? Is that why I changed colour? I'm going through a conflicting range of emotions. Actually, I should swim ahead, see what's going on over here. I reckon that's the actual way to go. So let's see where left would have taken us. Treasure chest, but I can't actually open it yet, so there's no point. No point even entertaining it. Yeah, I briefly thought my lily pad had disappeared. I'd have shed a tear. It would have been sad. Right, let's just force our way through this. Orifice, that's a good word, isn't it? Yeah, did I just do a backflip? I kind of did, like a backwards roll. Beta, where are you? Are you still there, under me? It's so dark, I can't see my beak in front of my face. Watch your step. I don't want you to trip over anything. What was that? Less than a second and I immediately tripped. I like this. They give you a tiny amount of light to see with, just to make you thankful for when you can see. And if I hadn't immediately fallen down, I would have literally gotten cocky and said, how can anyone not see in this? Mini boss fight? Oh look, 3 of these. Now, generally, when you're fighting multiple enemies, the technique is to just focus on one to whittle down the numbers. But I'm cocky, so I'm just going for whichever one I can find, which is the technique you use when you're cocky. I got a fairy in the bank. We'll be fine. Plus, they're insects. They could never overpower me in the thinking zone. Alright. Does that sword always glow red like that? Probably. Don't roll when you got 2 out. Never works. We're halfway done. That's not the song, is it? Now, you and I, both of us, know how ice works, and we know that, you know, that would still melt the ice even with 1. But it's fine. We'll live with it. Sweet. Fuck you guys. Right, so these ones will also attack me. I'm going to outrun them though. Okay. Guess they won't attack me. I was really hopeful after killing those beetles that I was going to get the item for the dungeon. Because I'm still a child at heart, you know. For me, you do the dungeon, you get the item, and then you kill the boss out of obligation. Okay. I'm sure this, yeah. I thought this would do them in. It's actually the way to kill these. Or maybe the boomerang. Because traditionally boomerangs were used for, I don't know, hunting birds, I think. Generally speaking in games, if they give you a boomerang, it'll work well on flying enemies. Or at least in Zelda that's a thing. Not sure if it's true all over the place. Yep, that was an error. A huge error, as it transpired. Okay, so even though running makes you faster, you don't get it doesn't actually build up your momentum any faster. Right, thread the needle. Oh, the needle's huge. Right, do I want to go left or right? I'm gonna go right and hope I'm wrong. Yeah, see. Wouldn't have got that kinstone otherwise. And it was a green one, and you know the green ones are the best ones. I bet that's a different type of enemy. There's the normal spike trap enemy, and that will have a different name to it. Like that would be the spike chain or something. And one of them is secretly alive. So we're gonna get the lantern shortly, aren't we? This is all building up to a lantern-based reward. I see a chest down there. I'm quite tempted just to jump down immediately, but okay, from above, that chest was clearly. This is a trap, isn't it? It's definitely a trap. Wait for it. Wait for the trap. Okay, it wasn't a trap. I'm surprised. Oh, I see. So this is going to open the one above me, and then I'll go back down, and that will let the sunlight in. I don't even remember seeing like a trapdoor higher up than that. It's probably there. They're good like that. They build their things with a certain amount of logic. So this is just going to be a key, though, isn't it? Won't be anything good in that, yeah. I'm sure back in the day you used to be able to use small keys in any dungeon, not just the one you got it in. And it was like a weird sort of almost speedrunner's trick you could do. Well, it was a speedrunner's trick, wasn't it? All tricks are speedrunner's tricks, even the ones that slow you down somehow. Okay, oh, there's a door here. In my memory, this bottom door doesn't exist, and the door on the left was the one that needed the key. That's why I was confused. Right, I'm seeing ice spikes on the wall, so this is going to drop an enemy on us. Let's be prepared. Sword and shield, old sword and board. Best combo you can get. Oh no, it's a giant jelly. A blue one this time. It's probably going to have an ice on its head. Wait. And ice on its head? That's not even words. Oh, it's electric this time. So before, we sucked it into oblivion and then did shit with it. Okay, that is working. I was briefly thinking that wouldn't work this time. Damn it. I keep thinking this is Four Swords Adventure and you can... you have to do it from the side. That's weird. I have to get it at kind of the right angle. Below's easiest. Do I just... How do I do this? Does it just... It just flops on its own. Yeah, I keep thinking it's Four Swords Adventure, where if you have an item out like this, you can always hop to the sides. Alright. Oh, you bastard. Fuck you. Right, do your bastard and hop. Yeah, I got him. I'm going to charge up a sword attack this time. A really big one. Look at that, full power. Huh. I'm sure he's flopped. Like, he's at maximum floppage, and yet he's not flopping over. Do I have to hit him with this? Maybe I haven't got him quite at maximum. I hadn't. Why did I think I had? I was miles out. One more and he's dead. Then I get my rewards for this dungeon. The super exciting lantern. Everyone's favourite weapon. I think when he's electrified it doesn't work. I'd sooner just tank the damage, to be honest, than to dodge. Yeah, come at me. Oh, what? He's not dead? What a prick. Alright, wait for the electric to die down, then start attacking him. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe? Yeah, now. The cooldown on that, it's the little puff of air that does it. And it's annoying, because that puff of air doesn't do anything. In an ideal world, it would just have two modes of use. Where one button makes it suck and one makes it blow. But we don't live in that world. Fall down, you bastard. Right, there we go. He's dead now. What goofy grin he has. Actually, I'm now trying to think. They definitely have eyes in Wind Waker, but do they have mouths? Not just the lantern, the flame lantern. Oh, in response to this, don't they give you a whole area that's darkness? But again, I think I'm thinking of Four Swords Adventure. 2 measly hearts. Tight bastards. Behold my power. You can't touch this. It's fire. I mean, you can touch it, but you shouldn't. Actually, can you touch fire? It's not really an ethereal thing, is it? What's the word for that? No, can't remember. Corporeal? No, it's not the word I'm looking for. Tangible. That's it. It's not tangible. It's intangible. Like the vision is sometimes, but not through all of Infinity War. Because they took that out of the park early. Alright, so do I have to light all these to get something? No. Will they go out still? Yes, okay. It's good to know. Sometimes when you light them all, they just stay lit at that point. Alright. What we all want, a nice puzzle in darkness. Will that stay lit forever? Now I think this one will. Yeah. Yeah, the old ones would have gone out by now. Through the wall. Nope. You just unlight it. Can't even do the burst of flame whenever I want. There's no time I'd have my lantern out, and I don't want it lit, honestly. At least they don't make you use magic for it. That would be a total ball ache, wouldn't it? If this was all on a timer. Kinstone? Nice. I've actually got quite a bit of money, and I feel like there was actually stuff to buy with my money. So I brought the boomerang, didn't I? And then like his shop had something even better for sale after that. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a bigger quiver, wasn't it? It's not that good. Or at least it's not that good unless maybe you get some magic arrows. But I don't remember that you do in this game, but I feel like you must, because the bow's kind of pathetic without some sort of attack upgrade. Just a little chest room. Oh no, it's a full room. Need my sword. Go sword, no board this time. Don't need the board. Actually, the board would be useful. The board's always useful. I feel that was... They really upgraded the shield, the board, as I'm calling it, for Breath of the Wild, didn't they? They did a lot for it in that. No mirror shield though. It wouldn't have fitted in the game. Could have been a reward for beating Ganon actually, as they just give you the Master Sword that doesn't break, and well, they give you a Master Sword that won't break, and then on top of that they give you a shield that won't break. Just for cleaning up post game, make it so you actually get something for killing Ganon. Might ruin the game a bit, to be honest. Yeah. There's something very satisfying about lighting those lanterns and having just the way the lighting works. It's a really easy effect, and it's really cheaply, you know, acquired. Just a circle, but it's just really cool the way it blends in with yours. I like that. It's just nice. I mean, in Link's Awakening they did it slightly differently, didn't they? They make it so you have if you light a lantern, it just lights up the whole area, however dimly. And then your own light has like a slow fade to it. Apparently you need to have the lantern for you to get that light, even though it's pretty impossible to miss the lantern. That could get you stuck for a while, couldn't it? That sort of puzzle. Let's see. It looks like you require, you know, 4, but you secretly don't. I'm convinced I've cocked this up, but I haven't. If I can... I don't know. This one has to be pushed down. Obviously. So I need to push this one down 2, and then I can push that one across. I haven't actually got to push it down 2. 1 will suffice. That was close. Nearly done myself in. I'm a big advocate of not planning ahead, which is the real Link and which is the copy. Okay, this is intriguing. So looking at this, right? Okay, so I've got 3 ice blocks in here. I need to get them to these 3. I can push that one down and left to cover that one easy. I can push that one up and left to cover that one. So that means it will be hard to do the last one the most. I'm thinking I need to get big, or get 2 of me, and do it somehow. Actually, looking at it even further, it will be very hard to move this one. Screen shake. Hang on. Let's not overthink this. Okay, I thought it might be a situation where only one of the switches needed to be depressed. Now let's just do all the research here. Okay, that can't be blocked. That's fine. So I knew that would be the case anyway. It's just... You gotta check. Gotta check. Now, can I actually push these blocks in any way? Huh. You can't. Interesting. I mean, I'm thinking somehow the key is to split myself. Ah, this might be a... Oh, I know what this is. Yeah. This is a situation where I don't have to have the ice blocks on there the whole time. I just need to have them covered for 1 second. Which means I bet I have to just melt this fucker. And then think about this for not long enough. How far apart do I want to be? Do I want to be the whole distance? I need at least 2 blocks in between, but not more. Ah, bollocks, the ice. I didn't count on the ice. Which means it would probably be easier. No. That didn't help me at all. I will solve this before the end of the episode. That I can promise you. Mainly because I have no restrictions on how long I make these episodes. It's entirely up to me. That's probably the only thing that's going to make this hard, is that if you slam into the wall as real Link, you die. Or you don't die, the fake Link dies. Oh, for fuck's sake. How is it I managed to just walk out of there normally the first time, and now I can't seem to do it at all? Hug the wall. Right, was my hypothesis correct? Oh, it was. Huh. Well, that was episode 14. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for the epic conclusion of the Temple of Droplets. Which is really the Temple of Ice, really, isn't it? I'll see you then.